third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Fights his way for a couple, but stopped short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. They would have needed a 50-yard field goal from here, so instead they'll keep the offense out there and go for it. They're bringing heat. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on 4th down with the heat.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down.
Looking to throw, it's Wegman. He's going for a big play downfield. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Owens. Texas A&M going up tempo. On 4th down, looking to pass. He's got him, and they convert. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. He wants to throw. Fires toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Aggies.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Here comes the 2-point try. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of 2-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Morgan. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Morgan. At the 35, he's got room. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. And the Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Brings up 2nd down. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Negative play on 1st down. That's what a defense always wants. The give to the back. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. Third and long from the 30-yard line, and this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Never a doubt. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. East Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Dowdy-Ficklen Stadium. One of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Iowa.
Quickly out to the tight end.
Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. And the Aggies come to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback checking the play. Looking downfield, it's Wegman. Stands in and takes the hit. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the first half.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. They've already gone for it a couple of times on 4th down, converted once. Looks as if they'll try a third. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Lets it fly. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
They'll run play action. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Fair catch, called for and made. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, wrecked.
Can anyone catch it? A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking for a man, it's Wegman. He slings it deep to the left. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quickly complete. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Texas A&M going quickly. These two guys just on the same way. Unleashes one deep. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. The play action fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Owens. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. On 3rd down, going up top. He makes the connection, and he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on 4th down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Aggie! They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
They'll go right back to him. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty of time. They get to the line quickly. You put on that winged helmet, and the one thing you want to do is establish the running game.
And no matter who the coach is, no matter who the players are, it's a tradition.
And the pressure was in his grill in an eyelash.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he's got it inside the 35. Touchdown, Michigan. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. And the point after is good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a big play up top, going 63 yards to the house. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. Looking to throw, it's Wegman. Unloads to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Good job on defense, getting a hand on it, tipping it up in the air. They weren't able to catch it, but they do force the incompletion.
Better find the earplug. Here
Hold up, bro.
comes the noise, backing this defense on third.
You said what?
He's looking downfield to throw. Trying to burn this defensive back. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive. A&M comes back out.
But you better play that boy.
He's looking to throw it.
Play what, boy?
That nigga text you on the in Discord. That bitch say some yo.
Execution by this offense late in the half, man.
Oh, no double. So.
Finish it with the passing game, and tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll try to tack on one more. He's looking to. It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. He's got it in the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. The lead is 8. About to kick it away after scoring a touchdown.
Damn, my girl calling me, bro. Oh. Give me like 5-10 minutes, bro.
I bet. Damn, he blurred that nigga bad.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. What a snag by the defense. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but what an opportunity here from the 23-yard line.
Safeties are in the back, and they have so much ground to cover. You see them. They can go sideline to sideline. Great job reading the quarterback's eyes, breaking on the football, going making a big turnover.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for him.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Shakes off the tackle. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. To the air, it's Wegman coming after it, extending the play. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Had nowhere to go with that one, had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 4th down, looking for the completion. It's complete. They will score. Touchdown, Aggie. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. I'll tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
Looking to convert the 2, and he will not. The defense gets to him with the sack. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, it is tough to beat the big house when it's full and rocking as it is today in Ann Arbor. Each of these two offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these two passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working, and I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas in the booth at Michigan Stadium.
Just about set for the second half kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football.
And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's second down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to pass. It's Wegman. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Hit as he throws. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. You want to talk about aggressive or wacky? This head coach is keeping his offense on the field inside his own 30. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Texas A&M ready to go with another 1st down. The aerial assault continues.
I ain't want the ball, I wanted him, nigga.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Wants to fire on 2nd down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition.
Oh!
Hips, you gotta be able to
Intercepted!
When you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
Makes the grab. It's Campbell. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
After the misfire, it's 2nd down. To the air. It's Wegman. He'll take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Feeling some heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. The long pass is to no avail. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Line gets set. First down. Looking to move it through the air. And that pass is intercepted. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say this guy's going to be getting a helmet sticker. That now his second interception of the game. He has just been lights out here today.
First down here for the offense. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They'll throw it on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Now second and 10. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. And this senior quarterback a little too bold there, and he's lucky he didn't get picked off throwing into double coverage. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Dropping back, it's Wegman. Right down the middle. And the ball is picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
The Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. On third and short, the run and looking for the first down. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on first and 10. He wants to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down. On second down, they'll take to the air. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Complete to the right. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Wolverines will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A high kick trying to pin them deep. He'll call for the fair catch here. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. To the air, it's Wegman. Fires to the big fella. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. New set of downs after that completion. Looking to go up top on first down. Going to take a shot at this DB. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Mano-a-mano, man. One-on-one go ball. Who's going to make a play? The defender steps up to the occasion, knocks that one away for an incompletion.
On second down, looking again to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Campbell. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. Plays like that, he's fitting in with the Aggie legends, Christian Kirk and Mike Evans.
And that's when you've seen them just high-flying, fun, tempo, making plays down the field. Having those go-to guys, those A&M offenses were always fun to watch.
He's going to throw deep right side. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. The Aggies moving quickly to the line. He had him open there, and I know this quarterback expects to make that throw.
It's a tough throw because...
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Throws for the tight end. It's caught. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Ball in the air, intercepted. Takes it the other way. The 40. At the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Wolverine. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points. And now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do at an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
Here's the return from inside his 10. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Back to pass, it's Wegman. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Looking to throw on third. Trying to get to him. They get to him as he throws. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Talk about aggressive. This head coach is keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. He's got it and they convert. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. That took nerves of steel to convert that fourth down on the road.
Oh, man, the crowd going nuts. A big-time opportunity in the third quarter to create some momentum. Help them go crazy. Help them go nuts. But the offense does their job, quiets the crowd, gets the big fourth down conversion.
He'll do it himself. Nowhere to run on that when he loses 4 on the carry.
They're trying to go option, and they're trying to put that defensive end in a bind, but he's just way too athletic, and he guessed right. The quarterback was keeping the ball. He knew it and was able to make the tackle in the backfield.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way. The first down for the offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Jet sweep headed to the edge. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. The Wolverines want to move quickly. They'll toss it to the left. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Yeah, and just stay aggressive if you're on offense, right? You're now into the opponent's territory. It's fourth down. Dial up your best fourth down play. Keep this drive going.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the Wolverines have pushed it inside the 20. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, running back on the move. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. That is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right? You still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
He looks that one in nicely. And he goes down after making the grab. Picks up a few, but still short of the first down. He'll just keep slinging it. Pulls it in. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on the critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to?
Looking for the end zone. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Trying play action. Using his legs to buy some time. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them. After that last incompletion, man, do they need to connect and keep this drive alive and keep that clock running.
You see, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, They've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
Offense calls a timeout here critically. It's a fake. Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. The Mad Hatter lives. Les Miles back from oblivion. Fakes. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass. It's Wegman. Skips away from pressure. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Enormous play coming right here. 3rd down, and this crowd is bringing down the house. Quarterback will audible. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long.
It's a fake. It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. So here we are on 4th. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. Wants to go. The fake, and he wants to throw. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. Oh, the fake caught the defense by surprise. Opened up a little passing lane for the score.
And I tell you what, on a field goal block, what are we doing? We're sending everybody. You might want to keep a guy or two back deep just in case they do run the field goal. And when you bring the field goal block and you bring everybody and you're sending all your resources to get them and you're not covering, this can happen. I tell you what, guts to call the play, and it actually worked.
Catch in the middle. It's Moore. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
That last play is a beautiful start to this drive. You've got some work to do here. You've got some mountain you've still got to climb if you're going to win this game. A couple of minutes left. You've got the horses to get you there, but it's all about getting the drive started with a positive play, and they found that on that last one.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It's such a hard time. You know the clock's ticking. You know you're down. You got to force the ball down the field. But guess what? So does the defense. They knew the vertical routes were coming. They broke on the football, and that does not look good.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Scanning the field. It's Wegman. Makes the grab. Oh, look out. There he goes. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two, and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. After moving the sticks with the pass, here we are on 1st down. He's going to pass. Hires on the move. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
He made a lot of mistakes in this.
And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. They fake it, the kicker's looking to pass. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought This game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll start this drive with a pass. That's caught. It's Moore. Great move there. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Trying to find his man on first down. That's caught. It's Morgan. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Dances away from one. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
Going up top on first down. Fires to the right. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. He's got it on the move. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here. And the Wolverines have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll go to the air. Going for 6. It's incomplete and nearly intercepted in the end zone. You get the ball that close, you cannot put it in harm's way. Got nothing last time. Now second and goal from the 3. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you
makes the catch down the right side. Nothing but green ahead. Smashes through. Touchdown, Aggies. And the punishment has been extended.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a
forget the kick. He's going to throw it. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the two-point conversion. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. He's looking to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Morgan. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Looking to move it through the air. Going for it all. And the pass will be incomplete, looking for a little window dressing at the end, but the ball game is over. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football, in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game. David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses. In this game, it was no different.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.